Hey there, welcome to day 4 of March Madness. So just got back from Arizona, out at the Top Rep event. Oh, that was fun. Intense. 2 or 3 days of training from Chuck Toki and Jim. And oh my gosh, this is great training there. If you've never taken advantage of professional training, some structured training, check that out for sure. We were up there on stage talking about Improvify and the 7 steps to offer financing solutions. Yeah, that'll be another university class that I throw together, put it here into school, and then break down those 7 steps. So look forward to doing that. But today is day 4 of handling the we can't afford that monthly payment objection. Well, at least they've agreed that the payment, the $25,000 price tag on the home improvement is too much. So if they've objected to the monthly payment, what do we need to do? We need to isolate that, reduce it, and or start stripping the project away, right? Like if we're stretched out and it's a $10,000 home improvement and they don't like the $99 per month, we may have a bit bigger of a problem there, right? But if we have the ability to take a $200,000 project and they go, I can't afford that payment. If we're on a 10-year, we can stretch it out to a 20-year. Furthermore, we may even have the ability to use equity in their house and take a project out to 30 years. So when somebody says, I can't afford that monthly payment objection or obstacle, I'd say this is more of an obstacle. Why? Because it's not an objection. They're actually agreeing that they need it and they want it and they have to have it. However, we need to make it affordable for them. So what we need to do is go into the system and we want to make sure that we can stretch that term out longer so they can afford it. Now, the beautiful thing about financing is that there's no prepayment penalty. So even if you have to take a $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 project and stretch it out to 20 years or 30 years, our lending facilities that we have here at Improvify will allow you to do that, pay that loan off with no prepayment penalty. So to get real specific and just break it down, and again, I'm going to start using more crayons than fine line pencils here to make this simple for everybody to understand. We have to isolate it. So first, let's understand what the objection or the obstacle is, what the homeowner is thinking, what is in their head. That's higher than I expected, maybe. Maybe you're the first quote. Ask them, are we your first contractor out here? To educate them. They have to understand what the cost of the business is. Show them good, better, and best. Best, better, and good. Because if they can't afford the best, maybe they can afford the middle or the lower tier to get the project done. That's another thing that you can utilize as far as handling this objection and the obstacle. Good, better, and best. Selling systems. Different types of solutions that you can provide to them. Or maybe they're just worried about another monthly bill. Let's talk about that for a sec. I've heard from many contractors now that a lot of customers are in serious credit card debt. They've been stacking it up. So what if we could wrap in their current credit card situation, their debt, wrap it into the $25,000 home improvement, give them a $50,000 financing solution so they can get out of credit card debt and finance a roof in one loan. Do you see what I'm saying here? We have to identify, break down, and find out specifically what the obstacle or the objection is. Once it's defined, we can then better bring the solutions to it. Good, better, best. Best, better, good. You have to ask the questions though. I need to check our finances before committing. Cool. Let's break it down. What are we concerned with? Let's be specific. What type of finances are we looking for? Like a low monthly payment option? You want to stretch this out over a period of time because none of our solutions have prepayment penalties. We could take this out to 20 years for you to keep that really payment low. You have to help ask these questions so they can give you the real answers behind the hidden objections and obstacles that they have. What it really means. We're talking about payment shock. We're talking about budget concerns. We're talking about the fear of a long-term commitment. How do we take the long-term commitment away? We let them know that financing solutions are available. They can pay them off at any time. Or they're not fully understanding what financing can actually do to make it affordable. You got to break it down. We got to find it out. So the financing advantage, key point talks. Break it down. Smaller payments Make the projects feel more manageable. If they're on a budget, ask them. Say, hey, are you on a budget? Or were you looking just to kind of get some payment options with no interest for a period of time? So what I'm doing here is breaking down, geez, do we help this person learn about the promotional offer with no interest for 12 or 18 months? Or are we going to just do a long-term loan monthly payment option with no prepayment penalty? Adjust the loan term for affordability. We just discussed that. Compared to everyday expenses. Yeah, car payments, mortgage payments, HELOC payments, Hulu payments, subscription payments. Everyone's on payments. So offering the payment solution should not be difficult for you because they're already doing it. Emphasize no prepayment penalties. You have to say that at the end of your script. Hey, Mr. Smith, we've got some payment options available. A lot of our customers in this local market right now are choosing the longer term loans to make the project's affordability. And you know what? The greatest thing about our lending solutions through our Consumer Credit Center is that you can pay these loans off whenever you want because we don't have any prepayment penalties with any products through our Consumer Credit Center. Do you notice how I said our Consumer Credit Center? I didn't name the lender. I'm not bragging about the bank. No, your Consumer Credit Center. Your company's Consumer Credit Center is who you market and advertise at the point of sale. You are the lending solution provider. The banks are behind your Consumer Credit Center. Very important. Proven scripts overcome. The payment restructuring approach. I completely understand. Waiting for comfortable payment options nowadays is what's happening in our economy. Let's take a look at adjusting the term length, Mr. Smith. We can lower that payment option while still getting this project done for your affordability. Now, I take these scripts, take the frameworks and build it into what you want to say. The future budget flexibility approach. What if I could show you a way to start this project today, 100% financing, and get you a monthly payment that's affordable and manageable, and you can pay it off whenever the heck you want? Would that make you feel more comfortable about moving forward, Mr. Smith? That's why our Consumer Credit Center is here. Boom, scan QR code, go. So take these scripts, take the framework of them, choose which one's comfortable for you to handle this obstacle and objection and make it yours. Scripts are great, but scripts can also completely break the monkey's back. Why? Because they can be confusing and sound pitchy. So take the frameworks, build it into what you want your sales pros to say at the point of sale, and make it yours. And then practice and practice and practice and practice until all your sales reps can simply say the scripts without it sounding like a script. You have to do this. Your customers are not at home practicing or going to training camps to learn how to object and have obstacles. However, your sales pros should be showing up every day and or weekly practicing on how to handle obstacles and objections. And that's why we're doing March Madness and breaking down the top 25. Reinforcement strategies, role play. Get your finance training. Send them out over to base camp. Ask us for help. Go to market strategy meetings, Wednesday sales calls. We're here to help. Reach out to us. Tomorrow, we talk about the also famous, hey, I need to talk to my partner. I need to talk to my wife. I need to talk to my spouse. I really need to bring my husband into this. Now, should you bend on the appointment without the other leg? Probably not. But it happens. So when it does happen, we have to be prepared to know what to say when they say this. We'll see you on tomorrow's call. Have a blessed evening. Bye now.